So Illegalism has a lot of cards in hand and 13 power. So I think this is going pretty well for Illegalism.
All right.
They've also got a Zhou that has yet to attack. No. The Zhou has attacked. The Zhou has attacked. So I imagine Illegalism's hand is a lot of treasure troves. No, looks like there's some real stuff there.
There's a lot of gas there.
So
yeah, Illegalism hand is pretty busted here.
yeah, this has to be basically over, right?
I believe so. They got the Kairos in hand and can just burn face, I think, after this attack.
Yeah, Kairos plus Sandstorm Titan.
Yeah, that should be enough.
Oh yeah, let's just discard a few cards off the top of our deck before we get to actually winning.
All right. Yep, we came in late to this one. I don't know if this is game 1 or 2. I guess,
or even 3.
Or I guess even 3 if we're if we think that Legalism's deck is as fast as Gold 47's.
Passing the turn?
Interesting. Didn't go for the kill.
Yeah, I guess just wanting to leave up the display. I mean, it's like pretty impossible to imagine noverb getting out of this, right?
Just being cautious. We have the benefit of hand cams. Of course, Illegalism doesn't. So, yeah, I guess just wanting to have the display just in case. You just let this go. I wouldn't fire off the display here.
It doesn't. Or okay. Yeah, all right, I don't know.
Probably doesn't matter, but
maybe showboating some.
I doubt it, but playing with the food a little bit.
How like how much time do you get to spend with a Kairos in play? Like realistically,
yeah,
you got to make it count.
What we've seen tonight is Kairos is pretty busted. That card, yeah, it costs 9, I guess, but that card is pretty busted here.
It does a lot.
Looks like Doc 28 did beat Certified Bronze 2-1, so Doc 28 will be the 1 seed here, following up his win last week with a 3-0 through the Swiss this round.
Wow, trying to make it the first Tuesday Night Eternal back-to-back champion?
Yep. That's true. We have not had a back-to-back. We've had in our 4 tournaments, we have had 4 different champions. So we'll see if Doc 28 or Gold 47 can make it the first 2-time champion. All right. Looks like there's
that did look like a game that was pretty deep in it. I mean, Illegalism had 13 power or something. So here we go. Oh, in Noverb's hand, opening hand has Sodi the Metamorph, and that's one of the new cards that says at the start of your turn, draw a card, and it only costs 3. Has Muster replenish your power. I don't think it's easy to get Muster in this deck, but
Sodi does like to draw cards.
Yeah, drawing a card with Sodi every turn, that's pretty exciting.
The influence requirements, notably, are pretty tough on that. Triple primal, triple time.
Yeah, they're pretty steep. And they do increase the maximum influence requirements of the deck, too. We don't know if this is game 2 or 3.
I'll ask the players real quick. But, yep, we'll get that to you real quick. I mean, you see that right there on Noverb side, having to lead off with a fire and primal influence there. Going to make this at least turn 4 before casting that, which still, turn 4 Sodi is totally fine as well.
Noverb has the time influence, so this isn't happening until turn 5 at the earliest, and that's if Noverb goes time.
Right.
Also, Noverb has the super premium sigils. I'm not used to seeing it on my side of the board here as I spectate. Very nice.
All right, let me get the hand cam fixed up here. All right, just a quick update for everyone too. I think since some of these rounds have taken a little longer than usual, rather than stagger the semifinal matches, we're probably just going to run those simultaneously. So we'll pick one of the semifinal matches once we do the cut, and we'll pick one of those to spectate, and then spectate the whole finals, just to make sure that we respect everyone's time and get done here in a reasonable manner. So the winner of this one We don't know if this is game 2 or 3, but the winner of this match will go on to the finals or to the playoff, to the top 4 playoff.
It's kind of interesting that noverb has essentially 2 copies of Equivocate in the market. Although I suppose Sodi's Spell Shaper also is meant to be a card draw engine. That's actually really good. I didn't realize it just had the... I knew it had the Spellcraft 2 Equivocate, but Sodi's Spell Shaper also just draws cards when you hit the opponent. That's pretty cool. All right, Illegalism here with an Aurelian Merchant. So that's going to get taken down by this Torch. So that's pretty good for noverb. Noverb smartly just going for the power. First trip to the market when you're playing FTP is almost always for the power. I found when you're playing 8 merchants or whatever, you're going to make a lot of trips to the market. Want to make sure that you can develop as quickly as possible.
All right, a lot of setup in this match right now.
This is looking really good for noverb. Because this turn, noverb gets to torch the Aurelian Merchant, go Aurelian Merchant of his own, and I guess, actually, you can't get Howling Peak, which is the card that you would really want to get, but even Sodi Spell Shaper is probably good enough, because you have 2 units that can attack, you just put the Sodi Spell Shaper, bounce whatever their play is, and then get in and start drawing cards.
Yeah, and Torch being able to deal 4 off of the Smuggler. If you didn't see that there, Smuggler gives your spells +1 damage. Being able to do that. It looks like that was game 1, I believe. So I think Illegalism is up 1-0 here.
Yes. Going for the Howling Peak Smuggler, trading away the Aurelian Merchant, I guess. For probably still Spell Shaper? No, just an Equivocate.
Okay.
That's interesting. Okay, so noverb... Yeah, noverb's going for the all-out aggro plan, and I guess Illegalism doesn't have any hailstorms, right?
Right.
So playing Sodi and then having Equivocate up for the next turn, just trying to beat down.
Yeah. Interesting approach here. A nice use of the power next turn can hit both Sodi and the Equivocate on their following turn. But once that happens, out of gas, hopefully that Sodi sticks and can start drawing cards. Otherwise, you got two smugglers against with an empty hand.
Yeah, it's pretty ambitious to try to stick a Sodi against an FTP deck when they have, what, 12 answers for it? Yeah, the displays, the Equivocates, and the torches.
And haven't really used any of their... You know they're going to be chock full of removal, and you know they haven't used anything yet this game, so...
Interesting here, Illegalism not going for the Sandstorm Titan, instead just going for Strategize, not caring too much about the 2/2/2s. But
23 life.
Yeah, this actually looks pretty good for Illegalism, I would say. If noverb's plan is to play Sodi and hold up Equivocate, that Sodi is just going to get eaten by a Display of Instinct. And I mean, there's not going to be...
You might have to Equivocate it back to your hand, but that's fine with Illegalism too.
Yeah, random 3-drop is not necessarily very potent.
Yeah, you might not even want to do that, honestly. But
yeah, I think because Equivocate is one of the only ways to deal with Sandstorm Titan.
Yeah. I
guess now there's Ice Bolt, but I don't know like how many copies each player is playing of Ice Bolt. But Sandstorm Titan's a pretty big headache for FTP. So that's one of the only ways that noverb has to deal with that Sandstorm Titan hanging out in Illegalism's hand.
Noverb going to toss the seat power to the bottom, and like you said, they're going to get aggressive here. Interesting that they played the Scout land there, not leaving up Equivocate. So they had.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, your opponent's not necessarily going to give you an Equivocate target.
Yeah.
And
if they had played a Sandstorm Titan in another unit last turn, I think you'd probably see that different. You Equivocate the unit and play the Sodi, but since they didn't put a threat down, makes sense to play the Scout land there. Sees a Titan on top. Yeah, I agree with you with it. With Noverb basically out of gas and a hand of virtually 2 Titans plus a Heart of the Vault display, Equivocates. I like Illegalism spot here.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting, just using the equivocate there and not the display.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're thinking about playing Sandstorm Titan and having display up to protect.
Yeah, it's possible. And like you said, honestly, trading for a random 3-drop's not going to be very good. So maybe it's
Yeah,
just a basically a virtual removal spell here and say, yeah, take your 3-drop.
I think that this beatdown plan from Noverb might work. He's got two. Oh, well, I didn't see that Heart of the Vault. Okay, never mind. It might still work, but Noverb has Howling Peak Smuggler. It still has a few damage on the board. Illegalism's dropping below 15, and Noverb's deck is built to maximize spell damage, right?
Yeah, let's see. So they have that. They're going to put illegalism down to 12 here.
I imagine Illegalism's going to use one of these displays to kill the site. Especially having the second one up. And I imagine that the other one is going to be used to negate this equivocate on Sandstorm Titan. Yep, just taking down the site. And if you're Noverb here, you don't have to equivocate in response to that, but I think you do equivocate here because if you draw power, you're going to want to play Zhou.
Yeah, I think getting this, you have the time here, you have the power to do it. Get rid of the Sandstorm Titan when you have the chance and use your power. Open it up for next turn.
Legalism has the answers though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Noverb, you gotta do it while you have the opportunity to.
Yeah. So this Zhou is going to come down for Noverb if. Oh, what? Wow. Okay, I did not expect that.
Oh, interesting. Okay, they drew a Dread Hellkite, a 4/3 flying deadly.
Can't block.
Can't block.
Importantly. So I guess the new plan is to use that torch in order to take down the Howling Peak Smuggler. I guess it kind of makes sense. Legalism just has another Sandstorm Titan. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. Are they going to trade off this Zhou? They are. For a Sodi Spell Shaper.
Yeah, are we going to see a torch here?
Not going to play it, though. Going to wait until you can equivocate something, I guess.
That's weird. I mean, with only one power-up, I would think that you would just want to play this Spell Shaper on the Wild Rider to just draw a card. Because each turn that you keep it in hand is a card that you're not drawing.
Yeah, I'm guessing they wanted to hold the equivocate for the next threat that Illegalism plays, but yeah, you're sacrificing a card basically to do that.
That's a good draw for Noverb, drawing another Zhou. Getting to cycle the treasure and not too far away from casting the dragon itself.
You can cycle the treasure here, hopefully hit a power. You can play the Spell Shaper, equivocate the Titan.
You don't even need to hit a power. I think what you really want is to hit like undepleted power and then have a...
There you go. Now we're going to fire off the Spell Shaper. We're going to equivocate the Titan. I think this has to get displayed, though, I would think, at this point.
Yeah, you've got to negate this. Yeah. Otherwise, you don't have a Sandstorm Titan and your opponent gets to draw a card. So I'll give you 3 guesses as to what card I really want Illegalism to draw on this next turn.
Unfortunately, he did not. That's been the card of the night so far. What a fun card, too. And I feel like it's one of those cards that you can't even be too salty about because when you're playing a plays, you just kind of shrug and say, well, nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, you get up to 9 power. All right, so the Sandstorm Titan's going to be able to start attacking unless Illegalism thinks that... No, Illegalism has to know Noverb's last card is Zhou.
Yeah.
So I think that's a pretty good game plan here for Illegalism, knowing that, there's a Zhou there, getting to equivocate Zhou on the next turn, and then being able to attack with 9, attack for 9 with the units in play.
Yeah. Now, wow, if Noverb wants to, they can try to double use the torch along with one of their units to try to get the Sandstorm Titan, but
I suppose, but you have 2 options with what you can do with your turn here.
Yeah.
One is to play Zhou, and the other is to torch something.
Right.
So I think that one of them is a little better here.
Yeah. Plus, you also have the torch play next turn too.
Yeah, you have the torch play next turn. In Illegalism, you can't let that Zhou attack.
Yep.
Granted, 8-drops are pretty good nowadays.
Oh, you called it.
Oh, yay. I'm excited now. But that, I mean,
Illegalism's
going to
draw there.
Illegalism's getting punished for not using that equivocate at the end of the turn. Sure, they get to draw 5 cards, but they also have to absorb a Zhou attack. Okay, let's see what we got.
I got a couple Howling Peaks. Yep, gonna have to take the Zhou attack. Yeah, which, although I mean, Zhou attack, Kairos just eats Zhou. Can't really.
Yeah, but Legalism's also at 10, and you have to remember that noverb does have the I forgot the name of it. Draw 2 cards, draw 2 spells from your void.
Yep,
so
that's true.
Yeah, I mean, a torch on anything, and then drawing both torches back and having double damage on them does more than 10 damage.
That is true.
So I imagine.
I mean, does Legalism just have lethal this next turn with the Howling Peak?
Yeah, Legalism probably just has lethal this turn also. Oh no, Noverb's doing the right thing. Noverb has envisioned a way to win this game, and that is Treasure Trove, draw one of the last 2 torches, and then torch twice.
Well, it's not going to do it, but yeah, putting themselves in a position where they can win the game.
Oh yeah, here we go. Howling Peak, it gotta be Howling Peak. The
peak the Kairos, and I believe that's game.
Kairos, right?
Yeah.
Check for a fast spell. Oh, just attack. Oh, attacking's so boring.
Take 4 there.
Okay, good. Excellent.
Yeah, I can also just gun down and attack. Oh, no.
Well, that you
now
can't.
You're
you can't block.
Either way.
Let's draw 12 cards and deal 12.
Illegalism again, playing with the food on this this Kairos.
All right. Well, Legalism is going to advance to our top 4 here, so we're going to get to see more of this Kairos deck in action.
Absolutely. Well, congrats to Noverb. Well played on the tournament. Good job. Great job going to the tournament. Played well. We saw a lot of good plays out of Noverb tonight for sure. But congrats.
Oh my God. Oh yes. 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 Oh yeah. 24 to the dome. Let's go. Draw 24 cards.
Knows they're on camera right now.
28 maximum power.
Just for the rubbins.
Oh my goodness.
Just don't draw your deck.
Thank you, Illegalism. I appreciate you.
Wow. Well played.